Tick-related illnesses are on the rise in Canada. The tiny parasite is causing big concerns for health officials, and the CBC's Tashauna Reid is tracking this story for us. She joins us here in studio. Okay, so Tashauna, this isn't Lyme disease. Let's talk about the concerns here.
Right, so most Canadians are familiar with Lyme disease. It is still the leading tick-borne illness in Canada, but there is another condition that health experts and public health officials are trying to raise awareness around, and that is anaplasmosis. So this is actually the second most common tick-borne disease in Canada, and its presence has just been growing. Notably in Ontario, Manitoba, the Quebec, the Maritimes. There is also some cases in other parts of the country, and it's caused by the same tick that transfers Lyme disease, the black-legged tick, also known as the deer tick. So this is another pathogen that is getting Canadians sick and potentially can have severe outcomes for people. So public health officials are trying to get the word out about this, as well as health experts.
Okay, so as we educate ourselves here, what are some of the symptoms that people should be looking out for?
Well, you know, symptoms can start off mild. It can be things like headaches, some abdominal discomfort. Some people will develop a fever. So the one key difference, unlike Lyme disease, there's not that telltale rash that will form. Some people think of the bullseye. So it does not cause that, which is a notable sign to look for. And for some people, especially older adults, people with chronic illnesses or diseases, anaplasmosis can progress and become quite severe. And so these are some details that are being highlighted in a new article in the Canadian Medical Association Journal by doctors who presented a case of a 79-year-old man who developed quite severe issues. I had a chance to speak with one of those doctors and co-author of this article. Take a listen to what he told us.
Some people progress to having complications in the order of infection and inflammation in organs such as the brain, lungs, heart, in our case, or low blood cell counts. So there's a lot of different organs that can be affected depending on the specific situation.
You know, I spoke to another woman who is from Ontario who also developed illness from anaplasmosis, quite severe case as well. And she was treated. That is the good news. It's highly treatable. If it is diagnosed, the earlier the treatment is initiated, the better the outcomes are for people. So people can make a full recovery, but there can be some significant complications as a result of this. The treatment is the same as Lyme disease. It is antibiotics. And if you do notice that there is a tick and you believe that the tick has been present for more than 24 hours, health experts recommend that you do see a healthcare professional and try to get some help. There are preventative antibiotics for people in those cases.
You know, Tashauna, summers in Canada are just so short. So everyone, of course, is trying to capitalize the amount of time that they're spending outside. We have little ones. They are always outside too, which raises huge concerns too for parents. So how do people make sure that they're preventing these sorts of instances?
There are definitely some things that we can do. You know, one thing is just being aware that there are specific regions that have higher populations of ticks. There's lots of public health resources available where you can see maps of where ticks are in your region. People can also submit photos. There are a couple public websites as well where you can, if you have tick sightings. So there's lots of information out there, and health experts say there are just some practical tips we can keep in mind when we are enjoying the outdoors this summer. I know it's hard. It's been hot in a lot of parts of the country, but wearing long sleeves, light colored clothing, tucking your pants into your socks, and as well as your shirts into your pants. Those are some good ways to keep your body protected. Wearing closed-toe shoes, using insect repellent is another thing, up to 30% with DEET or a cardan. Walking on cleared paths or pathways, so not going off the beaten path there because these ticks like moist areas. They want to be in those bushy, woody areas. And do a daily, most importantly, do a daily body tick check. You might have, kids and pets out, and you want to check to make sure that there aren't any ticks hiding. They like to crawl up your skin, and so it's easier to get someone else to do a tick check and make sure that you are keeping safe. And another thing, shower after you've been outside. So just taking a shower as well can help in case one of them might be crawling somewhere that you didn't see.
Okay, good advice, even though it's kind of creepy. Thank you for this.
It is, I know, but we want everyone to have a healthy summer.
Yes, no kidding, and be safe. Thank you for this. That is
You're
the
welcome.
CBC's Tashauna Reid.